Yep, that happened. All right, we are back live. Wow. All right. Frustrating. Very frustrating. So we're back live. If you're finding the feed here, I apologize for that. I don't know what happened. Somehow our internet just went out completely. It dropped. I couldn't get it connected back in time. So hopefully you find this feed and you're able to watch it. I apologize for the break there. I'll try to get it fixed and uploaded later. But anyway, we were talking about MWR, military wellness and recreation, military welfare and recreation. And we're going to take a look at MWR and kind of go over some things. Levesque, thank you for being here. I don't know what happened. We definitely lost internet, couldn't get it connected, so now it's like a second feed. I don't know. I swear it's always something. But anyway, we're going to talk about MWR a little bit. I talked about Leave. It is episode 69. We talked about Leave. We're talking about MWR. Make sure you smash the like button, share this feed, subscribe, and maybe one day I'll be able to afford better internet. So anyway, let's go back over to the MWR website. Let's take a look here. Now, again, this could be beneficial even to someone who is still in the military, in the Navy. Yeah, we do need a landline, something fierce. So the big thing that I was trying to say was for the Navy, in each command, you have an MWR committee. A lot of times that's who's in charge of planning your holiday parties, making sure you have door prizes, stuff like that. And there are then locations, depending on where you're at, it can change like what is available. All right. So MWR has different Navy child youth programs. You can see that here on their website. They do a bunch of different things. Anybody can go to this website. Again, it's navymwr.org, and I would encourage you to check it out and look at some of the things that are available. So here's their mission. Navy MWR's mission is to deliver high-quality, customer-focused programs and services that contribute to resiliency, retention, readiness, and quality of life. Their goal, Navy MWR conducts activities and events and delivers high-quality, innovative recreation, sorry, it's small from where I'm sitting, recreation programs in state-of-the-art facilities worldwide. And then they also have a little message of why choose us. Navy MWR provides excellent customer service, convenient program availability, modern facilities and amenities, a safe program environment, and low or competitive pricing. The money you spend using MWR programs and services is reinvested into the overall program. So when you're using this stuff, through MWR, you're actually funding more MWR programs. And as you scroll down, you can see that there are a lot of different things you can look into. The All Navy sports teams are sponsored by MWR. There's American Forces Travel, aquatics, auto skill centers where you can work on your cars or learn how to, bowling, child and youth. So again, child and youth, we're talking about your kids. You know, this isn't even necessarily just for the service member. Community recreation, deployed forces, entertainment, esports, fitness, food and beverage, golf, liberty centers, libraries, marinas, motion pictures, Navy Flying Club, MWR recreational lodging. So on some bases, they have campsites and RV rentals, things of that nature. For instance, Crane, Indiana has an MWR. Maybe we'll look at that one. And then tickets and travel. Tickets and travel is a great one. Okay. So when you look at these and you're choosing one, like let's choose tickets and travel for instance. All right. When you choose this, you're going to come down. It's going to show you tickets and travel, and it's going to show you all the different places that there are available tickets and travel. All right. So tickets and travel are only in certain areas. So there is a Crane, Indiana. We're going to use NSA Crane just because it is a base here in Indiana. Now, what I will tell you is that is a smaller base, so there's not as much. So instead of using that, here's what we'll do. We'll go to Great Lakes. All right. So since that's close and a big training base that everybody's familiar with, so obviously you go to Great Lakes for boot camp, but then the base across the street where all the training is, this is the tickets and travel. So I click where I'm at, and you're going to have event and activity listings. So a big thing that they do is Chicago Bears football tickets. Okay. Now these you pay for, and then they have free Wolves hockey tickets. I do know that both of these things I've taken advantage of. So the Wolves are a minor league hockey team, and basically you go, you sign up for the tickets for the game, you show up to the game, they're at will call, and you have your tickets. You get to go for free. And then the Chicago Bears tickets are a little different. So obviously these tickets are not available at every ITT. It's only here. So MWR owns a certain amount of season tickets, and then you apply for them. So here you can see a lot of these are already sold out. So once they release them, you can get them and go. There are certain prices, but you can see here, and I will tell you that the seating for these tickets are really good. It's in the corner. It's in like the first 20 rows. And you can see that preseason only 71, and then you're looking at like $150 to $200 a ticket. And I will tell you, for where they are at, it is definitely a great deal, and that money's going right back into it. So these are just the ITT tickets that are available right now, the close events that they have going on there. You can go to any area, though. You can pick any base that you want and see what events that they have going on. So if we were to pick, like let's say Petty Officer Levesque right now is out in San Diego. So let's go down to San Diego. We're just going to go to the San Diego Waterfront Tickets and Travel, which is NB San Diego. There's a lot of different stuff out in San Diego. Let's take a look. What do they have right now? Discount, they may vary. All right, so that is the wrong one, I think. Ugh. So obviously when you're staying somewhere, you kind of know more of where you are, and that would help. Yokosuka Tickets and Travel. So this is our base in Japan. Tickets and travel eligibility. It tells you how to be eligible for what they have, and that you have to register. So some of these you can't just see online. All right. But let's look at a couple other things. I have not went through all of these, obviously, but I wanted to kind of show you some of the different features that you can look at. All right, let's see if there's anything at Crane, just out of curiosity, but Crane is here in Indiana, very small base. I don't know if they'll have anything through ITT on here, but we'll take a look. So this is tickets and travel. All right, so for Mechanicsburg, and then right here, tickets and travel price list. So they've uploaded a bunch of different local attractions that you can get tickets for. All right. So there's sport fishing. There are, let's see, different gardens, discovery centers. So this is Legoland. So you can get tickets through them for like Legoland out in California. You can get San Francisco city passes. So there's all kinds of things that are just to ITT that you can get, like, so that you can travel with your benefits. So this is talking about California. If you were here and you wanted to go through and get some California attractions, pay for them now before you go, like right here, Disneyland, Anaheim. So this is a list from Crane, Indiana, which is a very small base, but you could go in and you could kind of work with them to get your tickets planned out. So one day, your base price. So 1 day for Disneyland. Let's do the 1 day hopper. The hopper is where you can bounce from, park to park. It tells you even what it is at the gate. So at the gate, it would be $224. If you go through ITT, you can get it for $166. So you're saving some money there. These are things that a lot of people don't realize that you can go do. You should always go ask your ITT. And this list is very long, right? 8 pages worth of stuff. So there's local, and there's also then stuff that you can go ahead and do like Disney, look at. But the big thing that MWR also does is they also sponsor a lot of local things for the base that you're at. Let's see. Let's look at, if we pull up, let's go ahead and pull up, let's see, NS Great Lakes. If we pull up theirs, this is theirs, Naval Station Great Lakes Fleet and Family Readiness. And it has news and information, so MWR shuttle tickets for mass exodus, annual holiday card challenge, so you can write a holiday card. So they're always putting on different little events in their local areas as well. Here it's listing the free Wolves hockey tickets, glow-in-the-dark mini golf, room rental programs, Great Lakes Brew Club. And there's a list of these different things. Looking for a job, we're hiring. All right, so for the spouses, tickets and travel. You can join the team, request childcare. But like, let's look at this, for instance. Glow-in-the-dark mini golf. This is at Great Lakes. So, okay, I'm just checking out my local MWR here. What is this? Glow-in-the-dark mini golf. It says there's a whole new game. I get it. Whole new game at the Epicenter. Glow-in-the-dark mini golf is now open Wednesdays through Sundays, only $2.50 a person. All right, so these are things that are available where you're at. And then you can look at events and activities. It shows you that they have the 1,000-pound to 500-pound club. They have Epicenter karaoke, Liberty, at the Liberty Center, glow-in-the-dark nights, the Cosmic Bowling, Epicenter DJ theme nights, family bowling specials, all these things that you can take advantage of and continue to do, right? There's mission nutrition courses. So they also lead different MWR sponsors, like different fitness classes as well, right? So they have like, kettlebell classes, spin classes, all these type of things. You can see there's a Liberty, even a paint night where you can go in and do like a painting thing. Another thing that they do is they will have, yeah, I know. They will have specials too for families. They'll do special family night things. They'll sponsor 5Ks in the summertime. And they will also do where they'll have, especially for like single sailors, right? Specifically for single sailors who live on base, they'll have special tickets for special events where you can sign up for it for very cheap to next to nothing. And they will actually bus you to an event or some activity, and it's specifically through MWR for you to do, right? So pretty awesome, and it can do that and really look into it. But like I said, it lists all the bases. Every one has an MWR. And again, here you can see we're looking at just Great Lakes right now, Naval Station Great Lakes. You can see the events and activities, social media, fitness classes, like I was saying, indoor cycling, power burn, just fitness consultations, ab blast, kettle body, indoor cycling again. And these are all scheduled. It says when they're going to be. Yoga classes. You can go and take part in these classes because you're there. If you have access to the base, you sign up for these classes and you go. And when I was in Dahlgren, Virginia, I did kettlebell classes, spin classes. It was really cool. So you get to do that for free where you're not paying for these classes, right? So hopefully some of you got something out of this, and you know to look that up. Again, you can just go to Navy Navy MWR.org to check those out, right? You can check those out, and then the location tab is on the left. Find your location, find that nearest base. And here's the big thing. If you're back home, if you're on leave, you're taking that leave to look at stuff, you need to make sure that you look, because you could see a base that's nearby to you that may have MWR facilities that you weren't aware of that you could take advantage of. So for instance, I know that Grissom Air Force Base is a reserve base near Galveston, Indiana, Bunker Hill, Indiana. When I would come home on leave, I would go on that base and use the gym facilities and stuff, because even though I'm not in the Air Force, I'm still in the military, and I could do that. I could take advantage of their golf course, things like that. So, make sure that when you're traveling, you're taking a look at that as well. So MWR, it is a great thing, a ton of recreation, ton of availability. Myself, my son, my wife, we took advantage of it down in Crane. They have cabins that you can rent, a beautiful lake, boats that you can rent very cheap for, you get gas and everything, and you can rent tubes and go out and do that. And I will tell you, we were there. This is a really big lake, and there was like nobody there. It was pretty much just us. So it was a really great time. Definitely take advantage of MWR. Look into it if you're in. And it's just an extra thing for those of you who are maybe looking into it. This is something that they talk about a lot, and people tend to forget it's there or really look at what they can take advantage of. Look into how much it costs to do like spin classes and stuff like that. And the fact that you can just go do them for free and they're right at your local gym there on base is pretty awesome. So I know we lost feed. I was going to call saying that we lost feed. As far as I know, we're live right now again. But if you didn't find this feed and you only got the first one, I apologize. It's so frustrating, but we'll do better. So I appreciate your time. Again, episode 69, we're looking over MWR. We were talking about leave. And the great news that I had found out today, I don't know how it happened. It was through an independent study. I have to do a little bit more research, and it's because of the viewers like you. We've been rated the #1 military podcast in all of Indiana. So #1 in the state. That's what I'm talking about. One state at a time. So let's go. All right, let's get some more followers on Facebook. Trying to get to that 1,000 spot, but again, I don't even know if this is live right now. So, yep, that happened. All right. So with that being said, we're going to roll into bonus content. We're getting ready for Thanksgiving next week, right? Getting ready. We're going to do some Thanksgiving, whether you're doing a Friendsgiving, if you're going home to family, if you're eating with your family. I do want to drop a little PSA before we have a little fun. During the holiday times, it is a major time that depression and anxiety can become a major problem, especially, for people who aren't at home, for service members. So always make sure that you reach out. Make sure that you're reaching out to your battle buddy. Reach out to your friends that maybe aren't home for the holidays, and just tell them that you're thinking of them. If you're somebody who needs somebody to talk to, make sure that you're reaching out, to another service member. Don't suffer in silence. Hopefully you get a chance to see your family, or your family calls you, but just understand that the holidays is a time for joy, a time to commune with your family and friends. And if you're struggling with that, please don't hesitate to reach out. You could message us here at Behind the Helm on any of our platforms. The phone number is listed on all of it as well, 765-969-4313 if you need to reach Behind the Helm. And I'll try the best that I can to get you in touch with somebody who can help you. But just don't suffer in silence, and know that there are people out there that care about you. So with that being said, bonus content in 3, 2, 1. Bonus content. It's just not the same doing it by myself. Without Petty Officer Levesque here counting it in, it feels kind of conceited. So find it, like it, share it, follow it. Make sure you smash that like button. Appreciate you guys sticking around. We're going to do, we did this last year. We are going to do a Thanksgiving food tier list. Let's take a look at what we got. Here we are. All right. I know it's kind of small, so I'm going to talk through it, but here are our tier sections. We have elite. I will get seconds. Great. Okay. Maybe. And hard pass. All right. So I'm going to go with how I feel about it. You can disagree with me if you want. If you're in the comments, by all means, feel free to put on there what you think and how I was wrong. You can do that. So make sure you check it out. But we're going to go through this list. I'm going to read through it really quickly. No, I'm not. We're going to go one at a time. We're going to go one at a time. So, again, our sections are elite. I'm going to get seconds. Great. All right. I like it. It's really, really good. It's okay. Right. Hey, I'd eat it. Maybe. There's a maybe section. That's like the desperate, right? Like, man, all the good stuff was gone. I might eat that. And then hard pass, not eating it. Okay. So, number one, we're Thanksgiving, right? Number one on here, turkey. Are you kidding me? Turkey? That is elite. I am getting seconds. Not only that, I'm hoping that there's leftovers, right? I'm eating that the next day. We're making some turkey sandwiches. Let's go. Turkey absolutely is elite. That is going up there. I will get seconds. Anybody disagrees with that, you have problems. No, you don't even Thanksgiving, all right? So don't even start with me, all right? Now, the next one can be controversial. Because over the last, 10, 20 years, pumpkin spice has become just this ridiculous culture, and they're doing pumpkin spice everything. Pumpkin spice this, pumpkin spice that. It's back. Oh, my God. Go through Starbucks and just ask for a basic white girl. You're going to get a pumpkin spice latte. Like, it is what it is. All right? However, a traditional pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is one of those things I feel like you're saying turkey only with gravy, Claire? Get out of here. Come on. All right, here's what I will say. If the turkey is done correctly, you don't need the gravy. Now, gravy makes everything better. All right, let's be honest, okay? But, you get that dry turkey where, white meat gets a little dried out. Got to get some gravy on there. So, next one's pumpkin pie. So, here's the thing, right? There's some people that are really against pumpkin pie. And I will tell you, we're talking about Thanksgiving. Eating it on Thanksgiving. Where are you at with pumpkin pie? I'm going to tell you that in my opinion, look, it's great. I'm not probably getting seconds, but I'm going to at least get a piece of pumpkin pie. But quite honestly, anymore, I'd rather have the pumpkin roll if y'all know what I'm talking about, right? But pumpkin pie, I feel like that's a pretty big staple when it comes to Thanksgiving. We're in November. You got to use those pumpkins. We're making some pumpkin pie. You got to throw a little whipped cream on there, though. You need that Cool Whip. All right. Next, we have apple pie. Look, to me, apple pie is just not really that Thanksgiving, right? It's not that I wouldn't eat it, but at Thanksgiving, I feel like if I had a choice between apple pie and pumpkin pie, I'm going to go pumpkin pie because it's Thanksgiving, because I could eat apple pie in the summertime with a little ice cream on it, but I'm not going to be doing that. I'm not going to be doing that with pumpkin pie, right? So I guess, for me personally, if you're taking apple pie Thanksgiving, I'm going to put that in the maybe. Now, that's me. I know some people are going to be real upset. Apple pie is a hard pass. I don't know if it's a hard pass. I would just say that I like apple pie. I would eat it, but if it is not, it's a maybe because like, oh man, somebody beat me to all the pumpkin pie. Like, shoot, well, I guess I'm gonna have a piece of apple pie, right? All right, next. Now, there's a couple on here that there's gonna be some argument on because I think it depends on where you're from. Okay, so the next one is biscuits. Now, we're talking about your bread choice here. I probably should have done this instead of doing like. Just in the order this in, we should have done like entrees, sides, right? So let's do that. We're going to do our bread choice because there's multiple on here. We're going to talk about it. So the bread choices that it has down here, we're looking at biscuits, cornbread, dinner rolls, right? And then there's a couple other things, but those are like the three big ones. Okay, to me, and this is just me. Biscuits aren't. That's not like Thanksgiving dinner. Like you need the dinner roll, right? But man, cornbread though, that's good too. So I would tell you if it's man, this is tough for me. But biscuits to me, like, I guess it's a maybe. Like if you go, but like if you're with somebody who's just making biscuits for Thanksgiving, like I don't know what their problem is. I don't know if that's a Southern thing, maybe. So, no offense to anybody, but dinner rolls for me, we're going elite with some good dinner rolls. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get seconds. I'm making little turkey sandwiches, right? You got to have them dinner rolls. And the thing is if there's real good cornbread, like good cornbread, man, you better believe that's going to be an elite too. Man, I'm going back for seconds. All right. So I just don't feel that biscuits is really, that's not what you're looking for. Now let's roll back to the main course. So we said turkey, it's got to be elite, right? I'm going to get seconds. Ham is on here too. Now, if you go back and look, Petty Officer Levesque and myself kind of went back and forth on this. This is me. This is, all right, this is my opinion. You can get mad if you want. Tell me in the comments how much you hate me, whatever. Ham is not Thanksgiving. Ham is Christmas. It is a Christmas ham, a Thanksgiving turkey. Christmas ham, Thanksgiving turkey. Okay? Now, if you have both, all right, I got you. But if you make ham and I come over for Thanksgiving and there's no turkey, I'm never coming to your house again. You are a sinner. There should be turkey at Thanksgiving. All right? So if we had both, all right, cool. But I'm telling you, I am taking the turkey over the ham. All right? So, I mean, I guess it's going to be okay. I like ham. But for Thanksgiving, you got to have turkey, period. Ham, Christmas, turkey, Thanksgiving, period. What did the Pilgrims eat? Turkey. I'm sure it's out there somewhere. I'm telling you, that's what the Native Americans brought the Pilgrims was turkey. It's history. You can find it on the internet. Everything on the internet's true. We know that. Maize, that's not a real thing. Okay, that's corn. They brought him turkey. I don't know. Turkey is Thanksgiving. I'm just telling you. Ham does not belong on a Thanksgiving table unless there's also turkey. If you do both, all right, I feel you. You can do that. That's fine. We can do that. All right, we already did one dessert, two desserts. Let's see. I think that's all the desserts, realistic like desserts it has down here because there's like kind of a couple of weird ones here. All right. So we're kind of talking about sides. Now, I will say we said like the main courses. I said main courses. And down here there is gravy. Gravy is a main course when it comes to Thanksgiving, okay? Gravy is 100% required, and it is elite, and you will get seconds. Ham is not superior to turkey, not at Thanksgiving. Never, ever say that again. That's horrible. It's not. Okay? All right. What else do we got? All right. So let's look at our sides down here. We've got squash. Like, who's eating squash? Hard pass. I don't care what you think. It's hard pass. We're passing on it. Jellied cranberries. You know, the stuff that comes out of the can and looks exactly like a can. Who eats this? Hard pass. Get it out of here. I don't want it. It's horrible. Cranberry sauce. I feel like you have to have the right taste for cranberry sauce, you know. Me personally, I'm not a fan. All right, but cranberry sauce is definitely kind of a staple for Thanksgiving, right? So, we're having ham. My wife just told me we're having ham. I'm not going to that Thanksgiving. Sorry. Lynn, Deb, if you're out there, if we're having ham, not going. Babe, I need you to go out, buy a turkey. We're going to cook a turkey and bring it ourselves. Just going to show up with a turkey, right? or I'll just get like what is it, the Cornish game hens? Be like it's my own personal turkey. I wouldn't do that. That would be embarrassing. Crap. Now I have to take back everything I said. Darn it. All right. Anyway, cranberry sauce. It is a staple. It's not really for me. All right. Turkey and ham. All right. Cool. Good. Good. So at my in-laws, we're having ham, and at my parents' house, for my side, I guess we're having turkey and ham. So I don't know. Right? It is. You gotta have turkey, man. I don't know. That's just me. It's my personal opinion. Ham is Christmas. All right, cranberry sauce. I'm gonna put cranberry sauce in okay. I personally don't like it. If you're somebody who's really about cranberry sauce, like, okay, fine. It's just not. It's not really for me. All right. All right. So, what else we got down here? Is that just like straight up Brussels sprouts, bro? No. No. All right, I will say that I've had like some baked ones. My wife's sister actually made some that were like baked. They were pretty good. But Brussels sprouts is not. Oh, that's right. I forgot. We're kind of doing like an early Christmas at my family, so we're doing like Thanksgiving and Christmas all together. So we're gonna have turkey and ham. We're doing both, right? But Brussels sprouts. I mean, look. I feel like Brussels sprouts is like one of those things that you just like make because you have to. We're talking about like, hey, like, are we getting seconds? Like, if all this type of food is out there, are you going to get seconds on Brussels sprouts? No. Are you like going up like, oh man, I cannot wait to get these Brussels sprouts? No. Hard pass. It's not even a maybe. It's a hard pass. Brussels sprouts. It's disgusting. Gross. What's your problem? All right. I'm saving one for my sister because she's going to get mad. All right, corn. We talk about cornbread. How about just corn? Now, this shows corn on the cob. I don't really feel that, like, Thanksgiving, you're really looking at corn on the cob, right? We're more talking just, like, corn. Like, maybe it was shucked off. It's just corn. Look, we're in Indiana. Like, corn is a staple year-round. Is it on the cob? Is it cut off? Is it frozen? As long as it ain't canned, look, man, I'm probably going to get some seconds. I'm not going to lie. But we're going to put it in great. It's corn. Like, that actually is what the Native Americans, don't want to offend anybody, gave to the Pilgrims. But, all right, so corn, that's got to be up there. But right here, there's creamed corn. Need some opinions out there. Creamed corn? Like, well, why? Why? No. It's gross. Don't do that. Like, I'm sorry. I don't. Look, man, if you say, hey, my grandma has like this amazing cream corn recipe. We make it who cares? It's gross. Don't eat cream corn. Hard pass. Let's see. Macaroni and cheese. Yes. I'm seeing disgusting. No thanks. Yeah, you're right. Cream corn. No. Why? If you're one of those people out there that likes cream corn, can you please tell me why? Like, I don't even know. All right. Next, macaroni and cheese. Look, anything with cheese in it is worth it. Macaroni and cheese, is that a staple? Yeah. I mean, especially like you got, there's kids, whatever. But I'm just a big kid, man. Macaroni and cheese? You serious? I'm getting seconds, like without question, getting seconds, period. All right. We're not talking Kraft in the box. We're talking like, hey, you made this, right? That good mac and cheese, right? Definitely getting seconds. Mashed potatoes. Come on, man. Only if you have the gravy, right? Only if you have the gravy. Or mashed potatoes, like a elite, will get seconds. If there's first off, there's no gravy. Again, like, what are you even doing? Mashed potatoes is definitely a staple. Probably something definitely getting seconds. So that's going elite. All right. We have, this just says assorted vegetables, like assorted roasted vegetables. Like, why? Why? I don't know. Hard pass. No, don't want it. Just wasting space. All right, there was another bread choice right here, I guess. Stuffing, dressing, depending on where you're from, what do you call it? Look, this is a major staple when it comes to Thanksgiving, in my opinion. You can have your own opinion on it, and it depends on how you make it. So, one of my grandmothers used to make it like with like oysters in it or something like that. I don't know. There's so many different recipes out there for it, but if it's just like if it's seasoned right, like I love stuffing. Problem is it's very filling. A lot of times I end up getting seconds, but I'm gonna say it's definitely great. It's something that you don't make all the time. It's definitely like a staple for Thanksgiving, right? So we're gonna say this is great. All right. Au gratin potatoes, and for those of you who don't know what au gratin potatoes are, we're talking about like the thin sliced potatoes that are cooked in like a cheese sauce. Here's my problem with au gratin potatoes is that every time I ever have au gratin potatoes, it's just not like, doesn't have a lot of flavor. Like, I love potatoes. I love baked potatoes, mashed potatoes, but you get too many potatoes in there. You know what I mean? Like, if there's mashed potatoes, I'm getting mashed potatoes. And then I'm not going to get au gratin potatoes. If you don't have mashed potatoes, again, I'm not exactly sure what you're doing or what exactly you think Thanksgiving is, like, at all. So, I mean, I guess au gratin potatoes is going to have to be that maybe, right? Like, we're out of mashed potatoes, so, I guess. Sweet, what does it say? Yeah. Sweet potato casserole. This could be so much longer because there weren't yams on here or just sweet potatoes in general. But sweet potato casserole, we're talking about sweet potatoes where it's got the marshmallows roasted on the top of it. Box, why reinvent the wheel? What boxed what? Oh, the au gratin potatoes? Is that what you're talking about? My wife is saying boxed. Why reinvent the wheel? But at the same time, my wife also makes fun of me because, look, I mean, I'll do like the little pouches of mashed potatoes, like boxed, but she is very much no, sir. We are 100% making real mashed potatoes, which is also really good. But anyway, sweet potato casserole. Look, I've never been a fan of sweet potatoes. You got sweet potatoes, sweet potato fries. Sometimes are all right. You got the marshmallows on top of it. It's like you're trying too much. Like, it's just one of those things. Like, you're only making it like during this time of year, for Thanksgiving for me. And there's gonna be some people who are gonna be mad, but it's a hard pass. Like, I'm not eating it. This is me. Hard pass. Negative. Not eating it. All right. I've been waiting on this one. Green bean casserole is the grossest, the nastiest stuff ever. Why? Like, there are so many people like, yes, green bean casserole. Yeah, gonna get like, man, get me that cream of mushroom soup on them green beans with the French onion. No. If it's so good, why aren't you making it all the time? Why? You know why? Because it's gross. You are trying to say that this one thing that we make is so good, but you can only eat it one time a year. No. Nope. It's gross. It's just gross. It is one of those things that is like such a staple around the holidays, and people are like, oh yeah, green bean casserole. It's gross. You want plain? My mom says she'd rather have plain green beans, otherwise gross, hard pass. Yeah, 100%. That's what we are talking. That's what we are taking to your parents' green bean casserole because my sister loves it. My wife is gonna make green bean casserole. I don't eat it. It's not even something that I'm like, yeah, that's no. It's a hard pass for me. And these last two these last two kill me. Red wine? Yes, please. Okay. Is this a staple? Is red wine a staple for Thanksgiving? Nah, I don't know, right? But if alcohol is involved, that's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna get seconds, Oh, is it red wine? All right, cool. Is it white wine? Whatever. You got beer? Okay, fine. I mean, it's just one of those things. I think the big thing is like you're sitting around with a family, you're having a glass of red wine. It goes well with the white meat. You're just kind of sipping a red wine. Yeah, sure. I see that a lot of times around the holidays, somebody might have a glass of wine that doesn't drink normally. So, uh, my sister-in-law. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I didn't think of Brett. Oh, sorry, Brett. Sister-in-law is Shelby. But anyway, with family, alcohol is a yes, at least my side. Understand. Now, this last one is sparkling juice. All right. So, I have seen this before. Hey, we're not drinking alcohol, but we're not doing champagne or whatever. So we're gonna get like the sparkling grape juice. Um, it is a lot of times you see this around the holidays. It gets mixed into like punch a lot of times. You have your people who still will do like make like punch for Christmas, like their Christmas gathering. A lot of times you add like sparkling juice into it. And it is one of those things that like if there's a punch bowl and it's there, like, yeah, okay, like I'm going to drink some of it, but I don't think it's necessarily a staple. Um, you know, eh, you know, if you're making punch and you're putting that in there, I guess okay. So let's just look at this real quick. Again, anybody who's seeing this, you're in the bonus content, episode 69. We were talking about Leave. We were talking about MWR, and we lost internet again. Had to come back live. So I think it's in two sections now. So I apologize for that. Thank you for those who did come back. And for those who are watching later, again, Behind the Helm on an independent study, voted #1 military podcast in the state of Indiana. Thank you. And make sure you find it, like, share, follow it. Smash that like button down below. This will be the last episode before Thanksgiving, since next Thursday is Thanksgiving. We'll be back the week after that, which will be will it be the last Thursday of the month? Or is that the first? Anyway, I have to take a look. I think it's the last one. And after that, let's take a look real quick here. No, yeah, because the next Thursday will be December 1st, which actually I don't even know if we'll have a show that evening or not. There may be some things going on. So we may be down for a couple weeks before we come back. So just be on the lookout. I'm going to try to work on some stuff over the holidays to get some stuff working before the first of the year. So tier list for Thanksgiving, food, and categories were elite. I will get seconds. Great, okay, maybe, and hard pass. And I will tell you that, went back and forth on some of these, and there's a lot missing here. I think a lot of us will agree that there is definitely some stuff that aren't on here. But that's okay. So elite will get seconds. Turkey, dinner rolls, cornbread, gravy, macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes, and red wine. I think we're just saying any type of alcohol. Great is pumpkin pie, corn, stuffing. Okay is ham. There's some argument there. Ham is Christmas. I'm telling you, turkey is Thanksgiving. I only put in okay because, like, hey, if there's both, maybe. All right, cranberry sauce. That's me personally. Sparkling juices when you're putting them in your punch, stuff like that. And then the maybes, like apple pie, biscuits, au gratin, potatoes. These are like, hey, look, the other things that should be there aren't, and hey, they're still okay. Hard pass, squash, not a fan. Jellied cranberries, I still don't get the point. Brussels sprouts, creamed corn, disgusting. Assorted vegetables, sweet potato casserole. That's just me personally. Some of you might love it. I just don't. And green bean casserole, same. I just don't like it. It's just me. I like the French onion little crunchies on the top, man. Put that on a salad, but yeah, just not a green bean casserole fan. So anyway, that was it. Our little tier list there. We did one last year. It's a lot better when I have Petty Officer Levesque here to kind of bounce things off of. I appreciate those out there who've came back. Sounds like I'm going to have some conversations when I get home. as my wife was telling me, we're having ham for Thanksgiving. I'm gonna have to make my own turkey, and we're also we're also making green bean casserole to take to my family's house because I have family members that really like it. You know, the holidays is about doing things for others. You know, it's not just about you. So make sure, again, like I said, it can be a rough time of year for some people. Maybe somebody had a loss this year and it'll be their first holiday without that loved one. So make sure you reach out to family and friends. And for those of you in the military, reach out to someone, especially if you know that they can't make it home for Thanksgiving, you know. And for those of you who can't make it home for Thanksgiving, make sure you look at MWR because a lot of times they do a lot of stuff for the holidays too, for those who can't go home. That's what they're there for. They want to make sure that your welfare is good, you know, that you have a positive mental attitude. So, you know, I would encourage you to do that. So, thank you guys very much for tuning in. Sorry for the loss of internet, but you were just listening to the #1 rated military podcast in Indiana by some independent study that somebody sent me. So thank you very much. Have a great week. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Always feel free to reach out, comment, and I will get to those comments later, but you're not going to see us for probably a couple weeks. So we will see you next time. Thank you very much. Have a great Thanksgiving, guys. Thanks.